World Rabies Day 2024 was observed today at Usosotham Auditorium in Shillong, with Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Minister A.L. Haq and Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. M. Ampurin Lingdor attending as chief guest and guest of honor respectively. Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Minister A.L. Haq, speaking on World Rabies Day, emphasized the continued responsibility to combat rabies and protect communities. He highlighted that despite the deadly threat posed by rabies, it remains a neglected disease with low awareness about seeking medical care following a dog bite. He stressed that vaccinations and timely medical intervention could save lives, but underreporting of rabies cases remains one of the biggest challenges. He urged key departments including Health Services, Veterinary, Urban Affairs and the Shillong Municipal Board to work together to address this issue.
Primarily in Asia and Africa, in Meghalaya 17% died due to dog bites, and most of them are young children at the tender age. Yet, these deaths are entirely preventable. Vaccinations and timely medical intervention can save life. Unfortunately, one of the biggest challenges in rabies control is the underreporting of cases, which hamper the efforts of the mobilized resources across the department to control the disease in animals and prevent the human fatalities. The Shillong Municipal Board and the district administration should take up necessary steps to control stray dogs from roaming around the streets or lanes, thereby endanger the life of the pedestrians and the young children who are working for their day-to-day activities. This year, the World Rabies Day theme, Breaking Rabies Boundaries, highlight the audience needs to push past the barriers hindering our fight against the fatal disease is underscore the critical needs to move beyond the status quo. For many regions in our states, rabies remain a persistent threat causing suffering and loss to both human and animals' life. The same action plan for dog, mediated rabies eliminations, recently prepared by the Directorate of Health Services, FCH and FW, in collaboration with the AH and the Veterinary Department in Shillong Municipal Board and with the technical guidance from the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and the Nations Center for Disease Control, NCDC, is a vital step toward achieving the eliminations of rabies at Meghalaya by 2030. I am confident will serve as a comprehensive guide for all the stakeholders, helping us to work together towards the goal of the rabies-free Meghalaya. In the past year, both our country and our state have witnessed the human rabies cases. Now more than ever, we must prioritize in the inter-sectoral coordinations among key departments, including the Directorate of Health Services, AH and Veterinary Department, Directorate of Urban Affairs, SMB, and Environment Sector, such as the forest and wildlife, sincere cooperation from various stakeholders. Health centers should work hand in hand to take necessary publicity on the danger and prevention measures to combat against the spread of this deadly disease. It will also be the best option is to provide vaccination to the school and the others related school and management committee to provide necessary prevention in the cases of dog bites and other related ailments.
During her address, the Health Minister stressed the need for a comprehensive state action plan aimed at eliminating dog-mediated rabies by 2030. She highlighted the importance of enacting legislation, raising public awareness and educating citizens about the growing public health issue of rabies.
We are at the verge now of looking at this serious problem, and we urge on all of our partners to come forward. Let's together talk about coming together, getting our ideas together, loving the dogs on the streets, but also valuing lives of our citizens. I am aware because even while I was in charge of health at one point of time as Minister of Urban Affairs, that we have the local governance of the municipal board that is always put on the task of eliminating or vaccinating all the stray dogs. We have come across so many critical issues that evolve in our efforts to save, to protect both the dogs and the human beings. But it is the right time for us to talk about legislation. We need to have legislation, we need to create public awareness, and we need to educate our masses on this big challenge of rabies, which we see today becoming a problem, a public health issue. Very often when I have my consultations with the darbars of my constituency, every darbar head looks at me and say, "Madam, we need to do something." So today, I want to acknowledge the hard work, the collaboration of all these line departments who have come together. We need local governance, we need non-governmental organizations, we need the community leaders, we need citizens also to be put on high alert so that at the end of the day, we have a healthy community, a healthy society. I would like to see the draft of this legislation see the light of day. Very important for all of us to review and to participate actively. It is the endeavor of this government to also institute animal shelters. We have to start looking at this important responsibility. We have to ensure that community does not feel threatened. You've just heard the MD talk about citizens going for morning walk, being hounded by these dogs on the streets. Very frightening situations that happen every day in somebody's life. I'm sure that with the government of India collaborating with all of us, the state of Meghalaya will have 0 human deaths due to dog-mediated rabies by 2030. We have to also ensure that there are stringent laws put in place for animal lovers, people who rear dogs as pets in their homes. We must make sure that there is everything that is discussed so that nobody feels left out on the responsibility. We have to make sure that dog bites do not become fatal.